with this.
The person that I'm going to be speaking to, Lydia, her company is very all about wellness and understanding your body and your cells and knowing certain attributes of health, wealth go into that. But one thing I do want to share before Sister Lydia comes on is we have to let go of the high fructose drinks. Read your labels, please. Please just read your labels, okay? So this right here is just something I found, but I'm really excited about it because it's elderberry honey. And when you read the label, I'm like, oh, tart cherry juice, black cherry juice, apple cider vinegar, honey. Okay, so it's with seltzer, hey everybody, with the seltzer water with 0 calories, so it's a soda without the high fructose. So yummy. So yummy. And also, I did want to share a couple of things. Is it 3? Okay, a couple more things. When I wake up, what's been really helping me is waking up as soon as I'm starting to wake up in my purpose, blinking my eyes, totally show gratitude in the mind center and getting the mindset really strong. So gratitude as soon as you wake up, and water. Most of us are dehydrated, so it's I just want to encourage more people to drink spring water over purified water. Why? Because purified water is just a cleaned up dirty water versus a spring water that has minerals in it. Anywho, so love and light to everyone. Thank you for checking in. So right now we're just going to have our sister Lydia come on and share some information about her company. One moment. Is wellness, and it's just has sea moss, but I'll let her totally go into it. Sister!
Hey!
Hey, sister! I miss you.
Yo, I'm great.
Yay. Yo, so I do want to know. So everyone, Lydia called me last week. She let me know that there was somebody who found her because she's also a wellness life coach, and somebody found her who told her that he had tested positive for COVID. And, we're going to go into our immunity and what an immunity booster is and how to protect our energy. But from Lydia's services of herbs and her love, she totally he's tested negative. Isn't that right?
Yes. It was awesome.
Yeah, so but even didn't you have cancer patients who have taken, just tell us a little more about your product, pretty please.
Okay.
Do you have one you can show us?
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
Okay,
and,
the name.
Can you read what's in it? Can we start breaking down what's in that?
Yes, the name of the company, my company is called Nature is Wellness, and we bring you to nature and nature to you. And that's so important right now. We have to get back to nature and natural things,
Absolutely.
That's a healer, the universe is our guide, so we have to get back to the natural things, without, like you say, all the sugar, the corn syrup, all these things. And the most important thing right now is that we boost our immune system. Literally everybody's scared to get sick. And I'm come on now.
You know what I was thinking today about ginger? I'm you can taste the power in ginger. So once you read and look at what ginger does, you can feel it.
Yes, absolutely. It helps with your digestive system. It's an anti-inflammatory, so it does so many things. God has blessed us with the things that grow in the dirt to help us live life. That's nature, and that's what I'm all about. I want to bring harmony. I want to help everybody bring harmony to their mind, body, and spirit, and that's what Nature is Wellness is all about. So,
and the fact that your last name is Sowell. So well. How are you? So well.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a legacy. For me, that just shows me your ancestral line of medicine people, and close to the earth.
yeah, like healers, just telling my personal testimony. Like, I wanted to know, like, what was my purpose? What was my mission in life? And it happened in church. Actually, I saw a guy, he was like barely walking. He had been in like a stroke. He had a stroke or a bad car accident, but something was off. He could barely walk. And I was like, my heart just went out to him. And like, Spirit just spoke to me. They were like, you would lay hands on the sick and they shall recover. And I'm like, wow, what does that mean? Of course, you're thinking, okay, I'm going to lay hands on everybody and they're going to recover. But even in my field, I've been a hairstylist for 17 years and I've dealt with a lot of people that were just hurting. Not, they were hurting physically, but also spiritually. So, I would be doing their hair and a lot of them are older than me. Almost all of them are older than me. Like, I started when they were 50, now they're like 70. And
for sure.
Now, they look for me for advice. Like, I'm ready to get a divorce. What you think I should do? I'm depressed. What you think I should do? And I'm like, God, like, you got to speak through me. Like, and we are God.
It's like a servitude to have that knowledge and want to help other people.
It became second nature for like, oh, you have a problem? I have a solution. Right. So having this company is just what I'm supposed to be doing. It's part of my mission.
Sowell is your last name.
Sowell.
Sowell. Okay, so we have a question that we pinned. What are some of the ingredients listed in your product?
The most popular ingredient.
Can you read your label for us?
Yes, absolutely. It's a synergistic blend of kale, spinach, Irish sea moss, spirulina, chlorella, dulse, which is seaweed, matcha, dandelion, wheatgrass, barley grass, and ginger.
Okay, and can you do you know why or why is seaweed so important for us?
It gives us the iodine that we need to balance ourselves, our thyroid. It does a lot. It's a sea vegetable, like we talk about the regular vegetables that we eat, that come out the dirt and they have their minerals, but what about the sea?
Right. I'm really
from
perplexed that so many minerals come from the ocean into the seaweed.
Yeah.
It's like almost all of our building blocks. It's crazy. Okay, did you read them all? Because those are all and the sea moss. Can you go into that? How'd you learn about sea moss?
I learned about sea moss a couple of years ago from a lady that I shadowed who was a naturopath, and it was something, scratch that. My child's father was from Jamaica, and they used to bring Irish sea moss.
It's getting back to the indigenous people we know. Yeah. Absolutely.
Yes, and I would take it then, and then when I found out, just read more, it has 92 of the 102 minerals that you need that your body is made of.
Ding dong, hello.
Thank you, God. So that's...
I do want, because we talked about this our last conversation, but it's the food industry will label something as cane sugar, sugar, and then high fructose. And for what I'm learning, we're supposed to be eating the cane sugar versus the sugar, which is a GMO. And then the high fructose is a more synthetic GMO.
Yeah, I mean, when you think
my
about
mind
it,
was blown again. I was like, dang.
People used to walk around with the sugar cane,
Right.
They weren't walking around with
and another thing, the cacao is a life-changing, you just mix that with a little honey or a date, and it's you're eating pure chocolate, smoothie. That's good for you.
Mm-hmm. Another good one. Oh,
what'd you say?
No, go ahead. It's another good one. It doesn't spike your A1Cs, which are your sugar levels, and we all know people who are affected by diabetes.
Exactly.
So another one that doesn't spike your levels is coconut palm sugar. So that's a good one that I know of somebody. I can't say a name, but they were dealing with cancer. They went to another country, got their cure, and that was the number one thing that he said, take sugar out of your diet.
Yeah, and that for me, that's wild, just because there's so many sugar labels. I mean, my mind was literally blown. This is recent for me with the whole cane sugar, just natural fruits that are, the natural sugar that we need to be eating to not have any deterioration to ourselves.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have one more question, sister. Do you have anything in liquid form?
I do, it's only shipped locally.
And that's in Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. It's not shipped; it'll have to be delivered. It's called electric syrup, and it has all that good stuff that you need to shock that mucus out of your body.
Do you have a label to read for us?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's in it. Turmeric, ginger, elderberry, alkaline water, lemon, honey, cinnamon, and clove.
Man, I've had the tea, and the tea was just wonderful. It was wonderful. I'm like, man, cinnamon orange tea with honey and cranberries in it.
Yeah, ooh, it's such an art.
How good it felt.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Cool. Okay, so how can we follow you?
You can follow me at natureswellness.com.
Dope. So that's for the orders and your other, and we're connected on the other one. So just
natureswellness.
Right. And those little packets back there, how long do they last? That's a 30-day behind you? Is that a 30-day?
Yes, 30 days.
Cool,
it's good for at least 6 months, but it's something that you need daily, and if you take 1 teaspoon, it'll last 30 days. So you should be buying.
For me, with your product, it's like I'm just happy everything that's really great for your body is in one thing.
Synergistically blended, synergistically blended means it's better together than separate. We need it. It's like fuel for your car. And the thing that I don't like so much is that we're always looking for like a feeling. Like, oh, I needed to give me a whole bunch of energy. I needed to do that. Yes, it's gonna give you energy. But you put gasoline in your car so your car could run. You put oil in your car so your car could run correctly. So this is your gasoline. This is your 93 octane.
Real talk.
This is your oil. This is your tune-up every day. You know what I'm saying? And the good thing about health is that the more you're conscious, the more you'll be conscious. So you might, you just got this epiphany about, okay, no more cane. No, you said cane sugar. You do drink cane sugar, but you said no more refined sugar. You know what I'm saying?
And they label that as just regular sugar, and that's the part that's like, no, that's not okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, you gotta read your labels. The less ingredients, the better. If you can't pronounce them, don't eat or drink it.
It's just crazy with labels now. So thanks, sister, for coming on. I'm so happy we got to learn and got to talk more about health. And, I love connecting with you, and I just love your products, too.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. I love you so much.